everybody, and welcome. How are you today? Hope wherever you are or whoever you are, you're having a really great day today. So, today I'm breaking a rule that I've had for a minute. I'm breaking the rule about not reacting to any of Foodie Beauty's mukbangs. We're going to react to the latest mukbang called Couple Wimpy Mukbang in Kuwait, where she went to a burger joint called Wimpy's and she did the mukbang with Salah. And it's not so much about the food because nobody cares about the food. The food's not interesting. It's about the interaction between her and Salah. So I'm reacting to the mukbang because I want to show you guys why I'm leaving most of the mukbangs alone. In a word, they're boring. I mean, what's exciting about Chantal eating fast food? She's not even eating it in a way that would make it interesting. Unlike the reactors that can take boring content and make it interesting, Chantal takes boring content and makes it even more boring. So I'm going to react to that mukbang. I've got so many thoughts. And little spoiler, throughout the mukbang, Salah looks bored. He looks really bored. He looks really annoyed, like he could be any place other than in the car with Chantal at the beach eating fast food. But that's going to be part of the fun of reacting to this mukbang because, like I said, it's not about the food. I'm not reacting because of the food. I could care less about the food. I'm just going to comment on the interaction between the two of them. So, reacting to that, some stuff on Twitter, and we'll call it a day after that because I do have to work tonight. So, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with the stuff on Twitter. Let's go there. Let's do that first. Okay, so there's my Twitter. For those who might be on the Bird app and you're wondering where to find me, it's Wow Girl Sarah. There I am. Hi. Okay, so this tweet is from Towley saying, Foodie Mutie. She was even looking at that truffle burger like she hated it as much as Salah. He looked like he wanted to, well, I can't read that. He wants to hurt her. But you can see there's a little clip with no sound from the newest mukbang. Even though they speeded it up, you can already tell that the interaction is awkward. And trust me, the video is not much better. Okay, how about something cool for today? Something happy. Because everybody's always in need of something positive and happy. Here are a bunch of puppies or dogs from the account Puppies. They're essentially playing volleyball or soccer with a balloon. I think that's the coolest thing ever. They're having the time of their lives with a balloon. That's awesome. Okay, back to Chantal. This is from Pegatha saying you just know that this was what was going on through her head the entire lead up to this disgusting feeding video. So this is the thumbnail from her video, Couple Wimpy Mukbang in Kuwait. And here we have Trisha Paytas and her husband. They also did a mukbang. Now, Chantal, pay attention to this. Pay very close attention. You like to watch Trisha. You're always looking at Trisha and saying, what is Trisha doing that I should be doing? You always copy her content. Do you notice a difference here in what Trisha is doing? Trisha is coming on camera. She's on point. She's got her nails done, her makeup's done. She looks neat. She looks presentable. She has her husband. He's very much into his wife. And notice the amount of food that they're eating, Chantal. It's not a huge amount. They're not going crazy with the food. They're just having a normal sized meal versus what you do in your mukbangs, and you always go completely over the top with food. If you want to do a mukbang, you can do normal portions and it's perfectly acceptable. So if you're trying to copy Trisha, take a look at these two thumbnails side by side. You know, you're over there in the car with Salah. There's absolutely no chemistry. Booger. she's being a bit of a brat. Take a look, Chantal. You're in the car with Salah. There's no chemistry between the two of you. It looks awkward. It just looks so bad. Versus two people who are very much in love. that they're just having a normal meal and they want to do a video and share it with people. Like take some further notes on Trisha if you're going to copy Trisha. Okay, so something else that's cool that I found for you guys from abandoned places. Abandoned villa in Portugal. We could fix this up, couldn't we? You know what I would try? You guys know how I feel about abandoned buildings and houses. It's something that's really, really old with wonderful architecture. Why not try and save them? Would it be expensive? Perhaps, but it would be worth it just because, houses like that, you just don't find them anymore. But I'll tell you what, even if you could not save the house, can we please save that bench? Can we please save it? Is there any way to save that bench? Can we move that somewhere? Because you have to know that would look absolutely gorgeous in somebody's garden. I can just see that by a fountain or in a park somewhere. Can we please save that bench and put it somewhere where it can be enjoyed and it can be marbled over? Because that is just amazing, amazing tile work. So we haven't seen the inside of the house, but I would walk through it and say, is there anything we can do to fix this? Can we save this? Can we put in some new windows? I mean, what needs to be done? I'm all about saving something before you tear it down. Like tear it down at a last resort, but only as a last resort. Okay, this is from Jolie. Theory: Salah is taking all Foodie's income now and managing her funds. That's why he is always seen with his wallet out. Also, she is getting nothing but food. Well, that's all that Chantal wants is nothing but food. Maybe he's got control of her money and he has to use it to make sure that there's enough money for all the food that she requires because Foodie, not to be rude, but she does eat her weight in food. I mean, she said herself that she spends $3,000 a month on food, which is outrageous. She could probably spend a lot less if she didn't do so much takeout, if she did a lot more home cooked food, but she's too much into the convenience of fast food and she just doesn't want to let go of it. She'd rather just get on an app and get food through an app versus cooking healthier food, which would be better for her. But yeah, I think maybe Salah has control of the money because they're got to make sure there's enough money to feed Chantal because if she goes without food for more than a couple of hours, she throws a temper tantrum. Miss Anthropope says, replying to stuff Case said, the way she eyes his food because she wolfed down hers in seconds. And the magic filters giving him little girl arms, the pig and the pauper. Yeah, the filters were in full effect during this mukbang. I mean, you can tell his arms look really, really skinny. So she finished all her food and he's just eating a simple sandwich and she's acting like, you're going to give that to me too? But look, you can see the filter, like his y'all look. Y'all, the filters are going because look at his arms. Look how long they are. That is abnormal. Your arms don't look like that. His arms look really skinny up here and really, really, he's almost got praying mantis arms. That's the filters doing that. They've got the contour filter on. It makes them both look smaller. Can you imagine what Chantal would look like without the filters? We think she's big now, but to take off all the filters, how much bigger she would be? Quite scary. Quite scary. All right, another one from Kristen. Another day, another yuck bong from Foodie Beauty. Video speed increased to 1.5. Here is the tags that she put: mukbang, wimpy mukbang, burger, beach, interracial couple, fries, car mukbang, fast food, eating food, truffle burger, loaded fries. So she made sure to put the word mukbang in the tags multiple times. She's still trying to attach herself to the mukbang community, even though what she does really isn't a mukbang. Not compared to what other people are doing. A lot of people, when they do mukbangs, they're creative, they have themes, it's colorful, it looks tasty, it looks like stuff that we would all want to try. Not Foodie. I don't classify what she does as true mukbangs. It's just her being lazy and needing content. They're going to go out for food anyway. All she does is turn on a camera and film it and then wants to make money off of it. Well, you get what you get for that. You do lazy content, you don't make much money from that. Holly Go Heavy says, Chantal, I never. Salah, learn. Well, come on, Salah. This is how she makes a living. Grab a tarp to lay across her so your car doesn't get trashed. She gets one for the table. So, yeah, during the mukbang, Chantal was messy, spilling food all over her abaya. I really wish she would get a bib or a towel or some other covering. It just looks so bad to sit there and every time you eat, you're spilling food and staining your abaya, Chantal. I mean, how old are you? You're almost 40. You don't know how to keep food off your clothes. Come on. Cancer Warrior says, I've watched Chantal for 6 years now, and I've never seen her so big before. It looks like she's suffocating, and her head is now on her chest because she has no neck. Yeah, she looks really swollen. Really, really swollen. And in my opinion, I think that she's trying to use the hijab almost like a built-in face filter. That way the hijab can hide whatever it is she wants to hide, whether it's maybe the rolls on her neck or her bigger cheeks or whatnot. But that hijab, it just keeps creeping down lower and lower and lower on her face. I know the top line of the hijab should be right after her hairline, and it's covering her forehead, and it's now down to her eyebrows. Pretty soon she's not going to be showing her face. So whatever filters you're trying to use to cover up what's going on with you, Chantal, I'm sorry, it's not working. The more you try to hide, the more you actually reveal. This is from Hidden Truths. Foodie Beauty, he looks so bored just listening to her. Yeah, so let's watch the clip, and this is from the newest mukbang they did. Look, we got a couple in a car. They're at the beach. Now, I yelled and screamed about this the last time. I'm going to do it again. Chantal, do you not have an ambiance ASMR channel? You and Salah were at the beach. Why not get some ambiance or ASMR footage while you're there? I mean, you both have really upgraded phones. Like, you've got your Samsung. He's got the iPhone 14. Couldn't either one of you just step out of the car and film some ASMR ambiance footage while you're there? I mean, make it a 2-for-1 visit. You're at the beach. Why not show the beach? We're seeing the beach through the back window. You guys made a big deal about the two of you had a seaside villa, but how much of the beach have we actually seen? So you went to the beach and you're filming the mukbang, and I have to wonder, I really have to wonder, did they go and get fast food and then park at the beach right across from their place, and that's why we're seeing the beach behind them? Is that what's going on? I wonder. But look at all the awkward, I am so not into you, I'm so over this body language.
If you would like poutine, I'll have to make it homemade for you.
Okay. She is swimming.
I mean, look at him. He's not even looking at Chantal. They're not even trying to talk to each other. They're just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Whatever you say. Let's just get through this. Ugh. Cringe. Cringe all over the place. Cringe.
Here, honey, I saved you. I saved you some. I'm eating it all.
I'll do it.
And aren't you generous, Chantal? You'll make sure to eat some of that before you give it to him. I'm so generous. I'm giving you part of my food. Yeah, and you'll probably have him go out for more food in about an hour.
Adi means no problem, right?
Yeah.
No, mushkila. Mushkila means no problem. It's okay as Adi.
Also, Adi, yeah.
There's a guy jogging by on the beach, and we're sitting here eating junk food.
I'm cringing over the awkward conversation. I'm getting a picture in my head right now, and I'm just going to tell you guys what the picture is. The picture that I'm getting in my head of this interaction is two people that needed an Uber, and there was one Uber left, and so they're having to share a ride together. So they're sitting next to each other, and they're not into each other, and they're just making conversation because one person starts talking and the other person doesn't want to be rude, and so they're just saying something back just to get through the ride and then get to where they want to go and get out. That's the picture I'm getting in my head of right now.
I think Wimpy is very delicious. The beef burger was amazing.
She's trying to get him to talk, and he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to talk. He's just like, let's just do this and get it over with.
Better than anywhere we've tried so far for beef.
It's slay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thin one. Finish?
Yes, baby. Continue.
It's good. It's big enough to share.
By the way, Chantal, adding some pleasant sounding music on top of the dialogue does not make it less awkward. I mean, the cringe is just shining right through.
There's still lots.
MashaAllah, too much food for a reasonable price.
Yes.
Not too much food for her. Trust me, she'll polish it all off. If there's one thing you can count on with Chantal is that food is not going to get wasted around her. Okay, so that was the clip from Hidden Truths, and thank you, Hidden Truths. Little palate cleanser from the best. Here's something you don't see every day: a white moose. I know that a moose is should be kept in the wild, but I think in the case of an albino moose, they should be put somewhere and protected because them being an albino, it makes them easy for predators to spot them. I think it should be put somewhere and protected like a sanctuary. Okay, another thing you probably haven't seen, I've never seen this before, so I got to share this with you guys. For Science Girl, there's a lake that is a pink lake in Siberia, and the train runs through it. I saw this clip and I was just like, my jaw just dropped. How is this possible? How can a train go through water? But it does, and the lake is beautiful. I mean, a pink lake? Wow. But that's just amazing that a train can actually roll on tracks through water. Interesting. I want to show that. Okay, laugh at this. Go ahead, laugh at this. I did. Why you should have a cat. Who did this? Who put that Darth Vader cap on that cat? But it's a good picture. Cue up the Darth Vader music. Here's something cool for the artist people in my audience. It's from Massimo. Masters of a drawing technique using ink and fingers as pens to draw martial arts scenes. So he's drawing all this just using the fingers and doing it well. That is well done. I can't do that. But that is amazing to sit there. Like, I always admire the creativity and the artistry in other people. Like, there's so many directions that the human soul and the human mind can go. And it's just amazing to see unique things like this that you'd never think were possible. Well, with the human mind, the human soul, anything is possible. And we're seeing proof right here. So there's that. Okay, this is from BNS, another cool clip. So I guess there's a diver. It looks like he's in a aquarium tank, and look at the fish. Fish is like, I just want to be petted. Pet me. Pet me, human. I'm not sure what the diver is doing, and there's a whole bunch of piping in there, but it looks like an aquarium, and the fish is just being extremely friendly. Aw. Okay, so enough with that. Let's go on to the actual mukbang, because that's why you guys are here. But again, it's not about the food. We don't care about the food. We really don't care, do we? No? All right, hold on a second. I want to play something first. Okay, this is how I feel about the mukbangs. This is why I don't want to react to them.
Hey, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Hey, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I mean, seriously, that's the thought in my head. Every time she does a mukbang, nobody cares. Nobody cares. So we're not here for the food. We care less about the food. I'm just going to comment on the interaction. That's all. That's it. And we'll call it a day. And that's we'll wrap it up. Okay, so let's do this thing
Hello, Foodie
and bringing back the nostalgia with the old school intro.
beauty.
Hello, guys.
Hi guys. So today we are both trying for the first time Wimpy.
I'm excited.
Me too, I'm hungry.
Let's open.
We're on the beach. We thought we'd do a car mukbang today. The AC is going, so we have to have AC. Sorry about that.
You know, what was the point of her moving to a seaside villa if she's going to avoid the outside and avoid the ocean at all costs? What was the point of that? I don't get it. I mean, I would love to live really close to a beach or on a beach. Would love that. I love the water. I love the sand. I grew up in Florida. But I would love to live on the beach because if I did, I'd be going there a lot. During the winter, during the summer, during the fall, because hey, I'm a Florida kid. Sue me. I love the water. But Chantal, she's close to a beach. She'll never really see it. She'll never walk along the sand. She'll never surf. She'll never do anything. So, what was the purpose of getting a place near the ocean? She's right there on the ocean. She's not walking along the sand. She's not showing us the ocean up close. It's like, oh, look, we're just going to use the ocean as a green screen of sorts. And we're going to do it in the car with the AC and we're going to show some boring fast food. Total fail right here. You got this beautiful nature background right behind you. You're not going to show it to us. But go ahead, Chantal.
Too many boxes.
Yeah. What's this? Oh, this is your chicken burger.
Nice.
Salah has a chicken filet burger.
The classic one.
Yeah. And I'm trying the new truffle burger. And he has fries.
Look at the way she's looking at those French fries. You know what's weird? A while back, Chantal said, I don't like French fries. They serve French fries with everything. And yet, what is she always eating? French fries, potatoes. She loves her starches. She loves her carbs. But look at the way she's looking at those French fries. Like she wants to snatch those French fries right away from Salah, even though she looks like she's got a massive burger right there in her hand. She's got some food aggression issues. Like even though she may have a full meal in front of her and she hasn't touched it yet, it doesn't matter. If somebody else has food, she wants their food too.
Cold cut fries. Loaded fries.
Look what we have here, guys.
Loaded fries.
Yeah.
Look again. Look again. Looking at his food. What about her food? Why isn't she looking at her burger? She is just staring at his food like she would just chomp down and take a bite if he left that car for 5 minutes.
Yum. And my wimpy burger.
Looks amazing, right?
Yeah.
Again, staring at his food. Girl, why are you staring at his food? Let him eat. He's got to eat. He needs energy to do like those 200 runs to the fast food joints every day.
My burger.
Looks good.
Look, staring at the food again.
And my drink. It's Miranda. And this one for my beautiful wife. Diet Pepsi. Okay.
All right, so let's try this.
Okay.
This is the truffle burger. It has onion straws, truffle mayo, and pickles. And yeah.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Let's start.
She didn't love it. I'd even have to ask the question if she liked that burger. She didn't like it. Because if she loved it, she would have a much greater reaction. Her eyes would be rolling in the back of her head. She would be happy. She's not happy. She's not happy with that truffle burger. And look, as soon as she takes a bite, she's over there looking at his food. Look at the eyes. Y'all look. Look where her eyes are. Big old burger, the size of her head, in her hand, and she's staring at his food. Why? You got a burger in your hand.
You like yours?
No.
Has a smash burger. The pickles are sweet.
MashaAllah, لذيذ.
You know what they could have done with this mukbang? And listen, I know that when you're trying to film stuff by the beach, there might be wind interference with the microphones, but they could have eaten somewhere outside the car. You know, find a bench, find a park bench, or maybe sit on the car somewhere or someplace and eaten the meal with the sound of the seagulls and the ocean in the background. That would have turned it up a notch. Like, what is this? You're on the beach and you're eating in your car. Oh joy. Ugh. What a fail.
That's really good. It's almost like a brioche bun. I think, Wendy, we don't have it in Canada. I think it's like a UK thing.
Y'all take a look. Like, I don't know if you can see it because the line is covering it up, but she's already spilling crumbs down the front of her abaya. Already. Listen, if you're eating fast food and you're doing a mukbang, wouldn't it make sense to buy something where you're not going to make a mess? You know, stay away from things that there's a lot of sauce on them, that, you know, it's going to make a mess in the front of you. But she always orders things that it's going to make a mess. And I have to wonder if that's on purpose for the feeder people because they like things like that. But Chantal, listen, if you can't eat certain foods without making a mess, during the mukbangs, avoid them. Eat them off camera.
Are you gonna try the fries?
Yeah.
It's French fries. What is there to say about French fries? You're going to try the fries like he's never had French fries before. Why do you need to try a fry?
Beauty bite. What do you think, baby?
Good. Interesting. I think, what's in it? Beef?
Yeah, beef, lettuce, French fries, and pickles.
I don't think it's lettuce. I think it's green onions.
With cheese melted also.
She's looking at him like, you're going to give me another bite? Because what you got is tastier than what I've got. I mean, look at her. She's like literally like craning her neck over, like almost trying to urge him to give him more of his food. She's not even finished her burger yet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's leaning over like, that's her silent way of trying to get him to give her more. Like, she's not leaning back and just focusing on her burger. She's tasted what he's got and she wants that along with her food. Told you, food aggression.
Yes.
You like them?
At the beginning, it's like weird taste, but it's really delicious. Nice.
They're like different tastes, eh?
Yeah. You know, guys, when you try something new.
And by the way, Chantal, don't think I didn't notice that you made sure to have the mukbang at 14 minutes so you could monetize it. Yeah, I see you.
The first impression will be.
You're like not sure what to think.
Cool.
type of pickle they use. It's like a sweet bread and butter pickle. I prefer dill, but it's actually pretty good. The beef is good.
I don't think Chantal really cares anymore about how something tastes. She cares about just stuffing herself in the point where she's overfull. Because let's face it, she doesn't really taste anything. She doesn't chew her food and like get the taste in her mouth. She just puts it in her mouth, crunches it up, and swallows it. So she's not really she's not doing this for taste. It's not about finding new foods that she's never tried before that she can say, oh, it's something different. It's something other than fast food. No, she just inhales it.
I love the onion straws.
It's healthy, huh? So fresh and yummy.
Oh, God. Those two words, I hate them. Because of Chantal and Salah, I hate the words fresh and yummy. They're so overdone. You know, I know you guys are in Kuwait. Is there not a place in Kuwait where you guys can buy a thesaurus or a dictionary with words in it, descriptive words, and memorize some of those descriptive words to describe food? You guys want to be mukbangers. Bone up on descriptive words other than fresh and yummy. Using those two words too much is boring and repetitive.
Yeah, it is yummy and fresh.
They make the food in order.
And the customer service was really nice. Good service.
Yeah, true.
Why are there so many jump cuts?
I want to try a huge beauty bite.
The fries.
Yeah, the crinkle cut.
Crinkle.
I love those. Oh, they have fried onions, sauteed onions, some kind of sauce. I think the truffle sauce. Green onion.
Wait a minute, did she just take his food? He was eating that.
Cheese, beef.
She is. She finished her burger and now she's eating his food. Chantal, you're so greedy.
Yum. Oh my gosh.
She just wants it because it's got fries in it. Because it reminds her of the poutine she used to eat.
So good.
Some beef. Some French fries.
You know, when Chantal shares something with you, if she knows that you're going to be eating it too, she's got this thing where she'll make sure to get like her fork full of food and she'll take the biggest bites just to make sure she gets the bigger portion of the amount. Like he's taking little bitty bites, and whenever she sticks her fork in there, guaranteed she's going to load up that fork because something snaps inside of her head and she's like, oh, he's eating it too. So I got to hurry up and eat as much as I can before he finishes it. And look, food all over her abaya again. Like she's looking at it like, how much you getting and how much can I get?
I could eat this every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
How about the homemade?
No kidding. Yeah.
Oh, you're clumsy, baby.
He was just throwing shade out here, her right there. She just said, I gotta eat this every day. And he looked at her like every day. Like, you're gonna send me out every day to get this? That's when he suggested, you're gonna eat it at home, right? And she's being sloppy over there in his car. And I don't think Salah likes Chantal eating in his car just because she's such a messy eater. So you know he's not pleased about having this sloppy, vulgar, feral woman eating like a feral beast in his car. You know he's sensitive about anything dirty in his car.
I never
Learn.
do a mukbang free of mistakes or messiness.
The mustache.
The hot sauce mustache. Have you guys tried wimpy? Comment below. Especially, I think if you live in the UK, I'm not sure.
UK or USA?
See, look at her. When he was taking his bites of that dish, he didn't put very much on his fork, but look at her, literally shoveling that into her mouth.
Okay.
Wimpy is from UK?
Yeah. Oh, there's beef bacon.
Well, you made a mistake, Salah. You gave her the entire container. Now she's going to go for it. Should have kept it with you, bro. She's going to finish that off in like 20 seconds.
I think the weird taste is the truffle sauce.
I'm fine, babe. Continue. You finish?
Almost. It's a huge portion. Yeah.
I don't, honestly, guys, I don't know how she does it. Like, I don't know where she puts it. That burger by itself, even half of that would have done me for a good portion of the day. She finished off a burger the size of her freaking head. And that too, and a drink. Like, where does it all go? Like, her stomach must be a bottomless pit. I'm telling you, Chantal, if you ever decided to stop doing mukbangs, you would have a place in the competitive eating world. Like, you would win some trophies, girl.
The caramelized onions are sweet. I wonder if you would like poutine.
Look at her just shoveling it in. Chantal, nobody is going to take the food away from you. Why do you always eat like you have to finish it in record time? You're doing a mukbang video. You can make it as long as you like. But strangely enough, for someone like yourself, that you have a YouTube channel and you and Salah rely on the YouTube income, I would think you'd want the video to be as long as possible. But when it comes to your mukbangs, you act like you're running a race. You know, like you got to just finish it off quickly. Wouldn't it make more sense to slow all the way down and eat the food and make the video longer versus just going that with light speed? Maybe you're doing it at light speed because you don't want him to eat any of that.
I'll have to make it homemade for you.
Okay. It's famous, huh, in Canada?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Where'd that cat go?
She is swimming.
Here, honey, I saved you. I saved you some.
Oh, please. There probably isn't much left. How generous are you? You might have saved him a couple of bites at the bottom. I saved some for you. Not much, though. I mean, you've gone that far. Might as well just keep going.
I'm eating it all.
Hadi hadi.
Adi means no problem, right?
Yeah.
No, mushkila. Mushkila means no problem. It's okay as Adi.
Also Adi, yeah.
There's a guy we're jogging by on the beach and we're sitting here eating junk food.
You know, Salah's probably thinking, you know what? If I wasn't here with you doing this stupid, unnecessary mukbang, I could be out at the beach right now. I could be out on the sand, swimming, having a good time with my friends and my family, but I'm here with you instead. Well, Salah, this is what you signed up for, okay? You made a deal with the devil named Chantal Marie. You signed a contract with the devil and you sold your soul, and here you are. So I can't feel sorry for you, bro. You invited this into your life, you signed on for it, so you have to deal with what you have to deal with.
I think Wimpy is very delicious. The beef burger was amazing. Better than anywhere we've tried so far for beef.
It's slay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
The meat flavor is good, and it's like a smash burger kind of style instead of like thick burger, which I like. I like the thin ones.
You know, I have to wonder at some point, Salah just gets right on the edge of looking at her and saying, will you shut up about fast food? I'm so tired of hearing about fast food. I'm tired of hearing about food, period. You got to know that in his head, he wants to say those words. He wants to tell her, look, I am not into food the way that you're into food. Just shut up. It's got to be annoying to him.
Finish?
Yes, baby. Continue.
It's good. It's big enough to share. There's still lots.
MashaAllah, too much food for a reasonable price.
Yes.
You know, when Salah has to go get her food, he's probably like calling around to all the fast food joints, asking, do you have really big portions? Just because it's Chantal.
Indeed.
Do you know what? I like when the restaurant give you the food so fresh.
Yeah.
Like just cook it.
Oh, Lord, stop it. Oh my God, with that word.
For now, just for the order.
I agree. And most food here is like that.
Yeah. Honestly. Kuwait is famous also for like a variety of delicious food here.
Chantal doesn't care about variety. She cares about the quantity. It's not about the quality of the food. It's about the quantity. Is she going to get a lot? Enough to stuff her stomach. That's all she cares about, Salah. Because she doesn't even taste the food, bro. She inhales it.
We're going to show you. There's like that food district, eh? What kind of, is it like all restaurants?
There's too many things, but mostly restaurants, yeah.
Wait till you see.
We're gonna take you guys there and you'll like it. You'll enjoy it, really.
I think so, yeah. Every time we go somewhere and I see something I think you guys would like, I'm like, we have to do that for the Beezers.
Yeah, but it all revolves around food, Chantal. You make sure that everything that you guys do, no matter what it is, there's food in it somewhere. Like that's the constant theme of your videos and your live streams, food. Either food or smoking that annoying shisha, which I've renamed into the shartsa because it sounds like a shart when you're smoking it. It sounds like a wet fart. So the shartsa, the food, the boring, the cringe, those are the consistent things in all of your live streams and mukbangs.
Yeah, it has like, must be beef bacon because I don't have pork here, but
MashaAllah, I'm full and still there's more.
Pay attention to Chantal. He didn't eat that much and he's full and you're still going. How can you not look at that and go, this is not normal? Like here is this man who's over 6 feet tall, that a small portion of food is good for him and I just have to keep eating. How can you not look at that and say, there's something wrong with me?
really, and this is a huge portion of, this is a side dish.
Yeah.
I love this beach area.
And go look at it. Instead of just looking at it through the back window, go look at it. Go walk. Take a walk along the beach, Chantal.
Love the area. What about you, hon?
My favorite.
So much. I noticed here, everything, like in Canada, because poutine is our national dish, all the sides would give you the option to upgrade to poutine instead of fries. But here, it's always cheese fries.
Uh-huh. Interesting. Actually, there's no poutine in Kuwait, unfortunately.
No. I can make it.
Well, I'm waiting.
Oh, the shade. I can make it. I'm waiting. Look at that. That's it. That was shade. That was shade. That's him basically saying, well, you never cook. You could cook. That might save us some money. That might save you some money, but you never cook. You'd rather just eat out. I'm waiting for you to make some poutine, Chantal. But I know it's never gonna happen.
Time ticking.
Yeah, like that. More shade thrown.
You're so funny. I can't deal.
And so you are.
Shukran.
Wow. There's a cute cat.
Let's go feed it.
Wonderful colors.
The energy is so awkward, y'all. I can't. It just, you guys are supposed to be a married couple, but I'm not getting that married in love vibe from you, even though all the time that you guys have spent around each other, you haven't figured out how to fake it well. Ugh.
Oh my goodness, guys. Whew. I was so hungry. That was delicious. Oh my gosh. Everything was, I know you, fresh. And you know.
We mean it.
Yeah.
It's so fresh for you.
Oh God, shut up. It's so fresh. It's so fresh. Listen, it's fast food. It's not like a home cooked meal. How fresh can it be?
I don't use that word lightly, okay? And whenever you hear me say fresh, be happy in a mukbang when I say fresh. And overuse it, because you want the food to be number one important.
Fresh, tasty.
Yes. So, yeah.
I don't know if Chantal thinks that by overusing the word fresh, she's being quirky and cute, but it's annoying. It's absolutely annoying, Chantal. And not only that, like you are over there with Salah. Clearly, he's living off your income because what else does he do? He's in your chat all the time. He's there when you want him to be there. He doesn't have time to work another job. But you want this thing with the mukbangs to take off, and yet you won't put the work or the time or the effort or the thought into your content. And you're using the same words over and over. Listen, what's going on here was not a mukbang. It wasn't a true mukbang. It was just you and Salah being lazy and eating a meal and thinking, while we're eating the meal, let's make some money. Well, you're not going to make much, but go ahead.
All right, guys.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Thanks, God.
Yes. And thanks for joining us in this mukbang, guys. Right, babe?
Yes, baby, of course. And here's my advice for you
Why are there so many jump cuts again? I don't understand that.
guys. If you become grumpy, just order Wimpy.
That's perfect advice, actually.
Thank you, babe. Okay, guys, see you. Goodbye.
I wonder if the reason why there was the jump cut was she cut off the camera and she told him what to say, and that's why he came up with that little slogan jingle thing.
Bye, guys.
Okay, enough with that. Let's go on to the comments. There are a few to cover. Willow says, genuine question. Why do you say you have to eat junk for the Beezers when most of them ask for healthy, home cooked food? Answer, because she's also catering to the feeder people. That's the audience she once catered to. And there are some of them in her audience that off of YouTube, they send her money. That's the truth. Like she's trying to attract the feeder people back to her channel. And they're interested in the fast food. Feeders, they don't care about healthy food. The junkier, the more unhealthy for you, the better for them. The more they like it. So could she eat healthy food on camera? Could she put like a normal size portion in front of her that's healthy and use that for YouTube? Absolutely. But she doesn't want to because she's still catering to the wrong group of people. Alley Cat says, if you slow down and take smaller bites, you won't drop food all over yourself. No one is snatching the food from you. No. Nobody in the audience is going to snatch the food from her. No reactors are going to snatch the food from her. Salah knows better because he knows if he tries it, he's going to get his hand snatched off. So she could slow down if she wants to, but she's always acting like she's in some sort of a food race of sorts. Amber Love Foreman says, oh my goodness, I had to come watch to see if it's as bad as everyone said, and it is. Salah is so over having a sloppy warthog, screwing up his shocks and smearing food and grease all over his upholstery. He literally cannot stand her at this point. Yeah, he can't stand her, but yet he won't tear himself away. Now, Salah is a grown man. He's an adult. Could he end this at any time? Could he just say, enough is enough? The juice is not worth the squeeze. I'm out of here. Absolutely. And yet he keeps on with Chantal. So no one should feel sorry for Salah. He's a grown adult man. He could walk away from this anytime he wants, and yet he won't. He continues on with Chantal. So if he's suffering in any way, it's by his choosing. Moria says, Chantal, stop eyeballing his food. You did it the entire video. Yep, and we saw it. She had all that food in front of her, and yet she was eyeballing his food. It was absolutely insane. Joanna says, this is disturbing, the way she keeps eyeballing his food. Yep, that's her food aggression. She was doing that all the way back when she and Pete would do mukbangs together back in the villa. You guys can go back to the content. When she would order a bunch of food and Pete would just order a simple hamburger and fries, even before she took a bite of her food, she'd be eyeballing his food like, you're going to give that to me too, right? I mean, she's got food aggression. It's incredible. It's insane. Shan says, Chantal, are you ever not hungry? No, she's always hungry. She's always hungry. Always. Let's see. Cramp Vlog says his one eyebrow going up said it all. Love it. Let's see. Going on. Looking for a good comment. Nope, no says the body language says it all. Yeah, the body language was so awkward. You would never know that those were two people that they've been talking for several months, interacting with several months. They still act like strangers to each other. Amy Mann says they both look ridiculous. Just don't know when to stop with those filters, eh? Nope. Chantal likes her filters. That's why she'll never go to an iPhone. That's why she'll always have her Samsung. Just because of those filters. Carrie says, it's so distracting watching you mess with the fabric on your hijab every 2 seconds. Please stop. Yeah, she's always adjusting it. And I will go on record to say that in the footage that I've seen with Chantal, when they've been walking around Kuwait, the other ladies walking around in their hijabs and abayas, they look very elegant. They look very comfortable. Chantal looks very uncomfortable to me because the abaya and the hijab, it just looks so tight. it doesn't look comfortable at all, especially for that hot weather. Ella B says, you just know she was still hungry after this. Oh, yeah, that was just a snack. That'll do her for like an hour, and then she's going to send him right back to another joint to get more food. JS says, wow, you should have got 2 fries. That guy needs some too. Yeah, because she ate her food, and then she was all about pouncing on the rest of the food. And he gave it to her knowing that she was probably still hungry. And if he didn't, she was going to say something to him about it. She would throw a temper tantrum. So he gave her the food just to shut her up. Suzanne says, Chantal, can you not do something about where the cap comes around your face? Just take a look at yourself inside profile so you can see what we see. I realize you are using the fabric to hide your chin, but we know what you look like, and it would be so refreshing to watch you without the constant digging at the fabric nonstop. Yeah, like the hijab, it looks like it's skin tight around her face. It looks like it's cutting off her circulation, but she insists on using it that way. Lawanda says she looks so uncomfortable. Yeah, I could see it too. Desi says, why isn't this on your couples channel? I can give you the answer to that, because the main channel is where she gets the most views. It's where she makes the most money. If she posted it on the couples channel, she wouldn't make much money on it. So she and Salah are all about let's make the most money. So even though it's couples channel content, they're going to put it on the main channel where they get the most views and the most money. Angela says she will not stop looking at his food, and she eats so fast and she looks so big. Yeah, I'm going to say it too. Chantal, I don't care how many filters you use, you are getting bigger, and those filters can only do so much. You are asking far too much of those filters, mama. Those filters aren't even hiding how big you're getting. They can't. I mean, you're asking too much of them. You need to slow down with gaining weight. You need to go backwards in weight, not forwards. Candace says, why does Salah look and seem sad? Well, wouldn't you be if you were hanging out with Chantal and had to hear about food all the time? I mean, listen, like I said, I don't have any sympathy for him. He created his own hell. He signed on for it, so no sympathy for that man. He wanted it, and he got it. McMandy says, please, you look so ignorant when you say fast food is fresh, even if it was made to order. Those fries were not cut from the potatoes right after you ordered them. They were frozen, so was the meat. Also, fresh doesn't necessarily mean healthy, fresh food. It can still be high in cholesterol and fat. Well, Chantal is all about the easy path. Instead of learning some real descriptive words that can paint a picture to all of us what it tastes like, she'll just go for easy words like fresh. So she sticks with that. And she thinks she's being cute overusing that word. BM says, that food aggressiveness, my God, save some takeout money and go see a shrink ASAP, because it's not only extremely obvious, but it's also extremely unsettling. Chantal, you really badly need help. I agree. She's got all kinds of issues going on, but she's not treating her issues. She's not interested in treating them. She's interested in profiting off of them. You know, she's not going to treat her hurt as long as her hurt makes her money. Let's see. Anxiety Kitty says, keep chomping and you're going to have to sit in the back soon. If she can get back there. I'm sure as it is, he has to scoot the other seat all the way back so she can sit comfortably. Cowabella says, you both look like you talk about absolutely nothing when the camera is off. They probably don't. They probably don't. They probably drove to a fast food joint, got some fast food, parked at the beach right across from the seaside apartment, They did the mukbang, then he took her back to the apartment, dropped her off, and he left to go do other things. That's probably what happened. Let's see. Jack Sparrow says, I'd be so embarrassed to be out eating with her. Same. I'd be like giving her the side eye, like, who taught you growing up what manners were? Because whoever did, they failed. If my grandmother, if she sat at my grandmother's table and she ate like that in front of my nana would give her the look. That would be the first warning. You get the look. And if you don't interpret the look, and if you don't react on the look, if you continue to act like that, she would say something. That's my nana. And you don't act like that in front of my family. And you got to act like you got some sense at the table. People telling her to get a bib, telling her to slow down. Angela says, I agree, Chantal. Your headscarf is looking really uncomfortable and hot. It was nice to see you eat together, but I feel like it was an awkward and uncomfortable vibe going on. I hope things are good with you all, by the way. Never had Wimpy's. We don't have it here in the Cali where I live. Yeah, she looks very hot, very uncomfortable. The vibe was uncomfortable. It was just awkward all the way around. Let's see. Oh, somebody asking her, are you laying down? I guess asking her if she was laying down the seat. I don't think she was. Looked like she was sitting up, but she didn't look comfortable in the car. Killer Queen says, new outfit? And she says, never. Well, Chantal, you better slow down with gaining weight, girl, because you've already ripped 2 abayas and you didn't have that many to start with. Okay, so that's it for the react. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Would love to hear from you. And I hope everybody has a great day because I got to start getting ready for my job. And y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.